intro narrator throughout American history. Countless mysteries have left investigators puzzled and the public fascinated. Today, we're diving into some of the most baffling unsolved cases in U.S. history. Stories with twists, dead ends, and questions that remain unanswered to this day. Let's begin. 1. The disappearance of D.B. Cooper, 1971 narrator. On November 24, 1971, a man calling himself Don Cooper boarded a flight from Portland to Seattle. After calmly informing the crew he had a bomb, he demanded $200,000 and parachutes. Once his ransom was delivered, he jumped from the plane somewhere over Washington state and vanished. No body was ever found. No parachute, no trace. To this day, D.B. Cooper remains the only unidentified skyjacker in U.S. aviation history. 2. The Zodiac Killer, 1960s-1970s narrator. One of America's most infamous serial killers terrorized Northern California with a series of brutal murders, cryptic letters, and coded messages sent to newspapers. The Zodiac Killer's taunting ciphers challenged experts, police, and amateur sleuths for decades. Despite countless investigations, the killer's identity remains unknown. Some of the Zodiac's codes weren't solved until nearly half a century later, and even those raised more questions than answers. 3. The vanishing of Amelia Earhart, 1937 narrator. In 1937, Amelia Earhart set out to become the first woman to fly around the world. Somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, her plane lost radio contact and disappeared. Massive search efforts yielded no confirmed wreckage, no remains, and no definitive explanation. Did she crash at sea, land on a remote island, or was her disappearance something even more mysterious? 4. The Somerton Beach Isdal-style mystery. The Boy in the Box, 1957 narrator. In 1957, the body of a young boy was discovered inside a cardboard box in Philadelphia. No witnesses, no missing person reports, no leads. The case became known as the Boy in the Box, and detectives spent decades trying to uncover his identity. In 2022, modern technology finally revealed who he was, but how he died and who was responsible remain unanswered. 5. The Escape from Alcatraz, 1962 narrator. Frank Morris and the Anglin brothers pulled off one of the most daring prison escapes in U.S. history. Using homemade tools, paper MCH heads, and a raft made from raincoats, the trio vanished into the dark waters of San Francisco Bay. The FBI concluded they likely drowned, but sightings and family claims suggest they may have survived. Their fate is still a mystery. 6. The Springfield 1992 narrator. 3 women from Springfield, Missouri. Cheryl Levitt, her daughter Susie, and friend Stacy McCall disappeared from their home in 1992. No signs of struggle, no forced entry. Phones, purses, and cars left behind. Thousands of tips poured in, but none cracked the case. The Springfield Three remain missing, and their disappearance is one of the most chilling cases in modern U.S. history. 7. The Dwarf-Pastyle U.S. case, the Yuba County 51978. Narrator: 5 young men from Yuba County vanished after a basketball game in 1978. Their car was found abandoned in the mountains, far from their intended route. Months later, 4 bodies were discovered under mysterious conditions, but one man was never found. Why the group went into the mountains has never been explained, and the case remains one of the strangest vanishings in California history. Outro narrator: from cryptic killers to disappearances that defy explanation. These mysteries continue to haunt investigators and spark debate. Which case do you find the most baffling? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more deep dives into history's greatest mysteries.